Well, Eagle Nation, the live practice open to the fans has concluded at the Linc, and it was an absolute movie. Although it was not live streamed by the Eagles themselves, I have been watching the last couple hours, and I've compiled every clip that you need to see. And to be honest, a couple things really stand out to me after seeing more footage and more of a practice like this. So we will talk about all of it and get into it. But welcome on into A to Z Philly. Do me a favor. Like the video if you do enjoy the content, and be sure to subscribe if you are rocking with us for the 2024 season. But we got to jump right into it because Eagle fans are the best in the world. John Clark says that the Eagles reported 50,000 fans for the open practice tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. And at the end, they all started chanting Dallas sucks. I mean, what better fan base in the world is there? Like, how much better can you get? The Eagle fan base is diehard. They are electric any time of the year. 50,000 people went and paid for a ticket. And that's probably why they did not live stream it to begin with. But it was an incredible night for the Eagles offense, particularly Jalen Hurts. And Saquon gets his first taste of the Linc with the fans there. AJ, Devontae, and one more guy that we'll talk about as well. But ESP sums it up wonderful. It's kind of shocking how good the Eagles offense is through 6 practices, considering all of the change, all of the movement, right? A lot of differences. Jalen Hurts once again going through a new coordinator, and they were as sharp as could be. And honestly, I think one of my main takeaways from watching the last couple hours is that Jalen Hurts is in MVP form. I'm serious. Like, he looks like the MVP Jalen Hurts already. I know it's just a practice, but Jalen Hurts, like the movements and just the decision-making, how sharp his throws are, it's just different. Jalen took the field tonight and he was getting MVP chants, the support of the Eagle diehard nation behind him. Here's one play that I thought was really cool as he avoids pressure. And I'm going to shout out everybody that posted these clips. Like I said, it was not live stream, but there were people there in attendance taking video. So shout out to Luke Young. And here's one play where Jalen Hurts ends up avoiding pressure. Play action. He rolls out to his right. And obviously did not complete the pass, but nice to see him move around and not just stick in that pocket and take a sack. He did have a couple nice throws to AJ and Devontae. And shout out to our guys, the duo, once again, for the 3rd year together, taking the field. Man, don't you love these guys? They are awesome. Even AJ said earlier tonight that the one standout in training camp has been Devontae, and we already expected that. But AJ saying, man, Devontae cannot be covered right now. I cannot wait to see what this duo does. Do you think they both go over 1,000 yards again? Here's a Jalen Hurts check down to Devontae Smith. Shout out once again to Luke Young. Like I said, we just compiled a couple of these plays, but we do have the full drives, and we'll get to that in just a second. Here's a Jalen Hurts check down to Devontae Smith. And then we had a Jalen Hurts completed pass to A.J. Brown. This time a little 3-step drop. I couldn't tell where A.J. started on this play, but it looks like a bit of a slant route, maybe an in route. And shout out to A.J. Brown. We already know he can't be guarded by anybody. Like I said, Saquon Barkley got a little taste of the Linc, and man, that home opener is going to be absolutely electric. But Jake Rabat says, I know a holy crap, this is real life walk when I see one. You're not used to this, are you, Saquon? You're not used to this with the Hard Knock Giants. This guy's like, wow, 50,000 people to watch a practice? Are we insane? Yes, we are, Saquon. Yes, we are. Here's a Jalen Hurts handoff to Saquon Barkley, and he's going to hit him with a little juke. Little taste of Saquon Barkley. Another thing I noticed throughout this practice was a lot of pre-snap motion, a lot of guys moving around. Just does not look like the same Eagles offense from last year. Actually, that was not a handoff. That was Saquon in the flat. Then he juked the defender. That was beautiful. And one thing else I wanted to mention is that Will Shipley seems to be rising his stock here throughout training camp, right? Kenny G was a big question mark coming in, and we've seen him out there taking extra reps, but Will Shipley has gotten a lot of snaps here, and it says he's got the ball in 8 of the last 13 second-team plays. So Will Shipley starting to rise up the chart a little bit. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about these drives. Shout out to E-Rock. I mean, if you don't know who E-Rock is, what are you doing with your life? You know, like, he is the Eagles guy. And I've been following his stuff for years, but he was actually there and somehow from the stands was able to record full drives and piece them together. I mean, this is like high level footage. So I just want to give a huge shout out to E-Rock, and hopefully he's cool with us reacting to this. I haven't seen all these plays, but I did see the scoring ones, and we'll get to those in a second and get to my biggest takeaway from the day. Hold on here. Let's mute this real quick. There we go. So he got the 11 on 11s, full drives. I mean, this is just incredible camera work, by the way. So the handoff to Saquon. These are about a minute or two apiece. This time it's a Hurts keeper. Jalen Hurts doing a great job following the blocks. And it's not like the defense had a terrible day. It's just the offense had an elite day. I mean, I don't know how many touchdowns they ended up with. Maybe 4 or 5 that I saw. And look at this play. Jalen downfield to AJ beats Slay. But I want to go back and look at that again because we had another view. I can't find it, though. Watch how Jalen Hurts, instead of just staying in the pocket too long, he notices the blitz coming and he steps up to his right, doesn't waste any time, and hits AJ in stride off the move. Like, that is beautiful. That is the Jalen Hurts that we know and have come to love as a franchise quarterback. And that connection with AJ, that's just absolutely beautiful. And then here's Jalen. He's going to hand it off. At least you think he is. And then he finds Dallas Goedert. And Dallas Goedert, which we will get to in just a couple minutes, is my standout of the day. Dallas Goedert is absolutely incredible. I think I made a video about a month ago that Dallas Goedert was going to be a standout this year and like one of the most improved players and have a role, especially with this lingering contract thing. And I think Kellen Moore noticed that, wow, the Eagles have pretty much a top 5, top 6 tight end in the NFL, and they didn't utilize him at all last year, which we all were kind of just scratching our heads. Why are the Eagles not making things easier? Why are they not simplifying drives and finding their tight end, for 4 or 5 yards on first down or in a 3rd and short situation over the middle? It doesn't make any sense given how talented Dallas Goedert is. And so far, we are seeing a lot of usage when it comes to Goedert. Here is the second drive posted by E-Rock, 11 on 11. Jalen Hurts just finding his guy. The offense is flowing. It just seems a lot more connective than it did last year, right? Felt like last year you knew what was coming on first down. You knew what was coming on second. Now they're mixing it up. Like I said, a lot of pre-snap motion. Saquon looks sharp. Great job by the offensive line today. All the throws, even in training camp when Jalen Hurts didn't miss a throw for 3 practices, everything's on point. The jukes, the cuts, everything is sharp and precise. And like ESP said, to just look like this after 6 practices is pretty impressive if you ask me. And that's one of my favorite plays of the day right there. Jalen Hurts with the juke, man. That was beautiful. Everybody's saying that Jalen's just going to sit in the pocket. No, I think he's going to use his legs a lot this year. It's just you can't draw up plays for him to do it on 3rd and 7, Brian Johnson or Nick, whoever it was. But Jalen Hurts going to quickly evade the pocket here. Little stutter step. Boop. Gotcha. I mean, that is beautiful. Great work from Jalen Hurts. He needs to be an all-around quarterback. And, sometimes people say, yeah, he shouldn't run so he doesn't get injured, but it's just part of who he is. It's his DNA. And then the last drive we will watch, the last thing here is round number 3. Once again, shout out to E-Rock for this beautiful coverage. 11 on 11s. Little play action there, and Jalen throws an incomplete. Once again, though, trying to target Dallas Goedert. I think that was Goedert. Maybe that was Johnny Wilson. They did throw one pass to Johnny Wilson. They tried to fade him in the end zone on his back shoulder. I think he was out of bounds, though. But it seems like Johnny Wilson's actually starting to get more reps, too, and maybe he could emerge as that red zone bigger target. Kind of like a guy that they wanted to see in Julio Jones, but nice handoff there. Saquon, I mean, he is... people that say that Saquon is washed, they're just hating at this point. Saquon Barkley is going to have a wonderful year as long as he's used, right? As long as we don't go back to the philosophy where Saquon wins you a game and next week he gets 4 carries. No, we don't want that. You paid Saquon Barkley. He is a game changer. Hopefully at least the front office or whoever's making the calls down to the field on game day are saying, yo, use the guy that we just paid big money to. That was a nice throw in the flat to A.J. Brown. And now they're going to hand it off again. And that's Kenny G right up the middle. Very sharp. So Kenny G, Will Shipley, both getting some reps, sharing some time here. Jalen Hurts did make some adjustments at the line, too. It seems like he's getting a lot smarter as a quarterback. Now he's going to roll out to his left. Still finding a way to make positive yardage, though. You got to love the maturity of Jalen Hurts. He's learning. He knows that he put the ball in harm's way a lot last year. Not all his fault, but just using all his weapons, too. He just looks very smooth right now. And this one he threw a little bit overshot. I think that was Paris Campbell. I couldn't see exactly. Here's Jalen again. Once again, getting the ball out quick as well. This time, checks down to Saquon. And they're moving up the field. Like I said, the offense was just running it up all day. And this time he throws it. And guess who it is? Bingo. Dallas Goedert again. Dallas Goedert is absolutely incredible right now through the first 6 practices. Kellen Moore knows how to use a tight end. And if you think about A.J. Devontae, Dallas Goedert, and Saquon Barkley with Jalen Hurts, how can this offense be stopped? There is no answer. There is no solution. So what an incredible open practice. Shout out to everybody who got the footage in. I am super pumped for this Eagles offense. Give me all of your thoughts and reactions down below in the comment section. As always, appreciate everybody for tapping in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Tap into BetMGM Casino, and you're entering a huge library full of exclusive games. Games you won't find anywhere else. Looking for jackpots? Right this way. You'll always find someone ready to give you a hand. Or some dice. Your favorite game is waiting for you. On BetMGM Casino.